friends. Welcome to the What's Up in Makeup chat. Thank you so much for joining me. I guess I haven't spoken in a couple of minutes. My voice got a little froggy and we're fading in and out. That's okay. We're going to make it. So today we are going to be getting ready with me, trying some new products. This is what I do 5 mornings a week typically on Periscope. If you're not following me on Periscope, Periscope is like the new hot app. It's kind of an extension of Snapchat in that it's live streaming. It's just like what we're doing here. So if you're not following me on Periscope, definitely follow me on Periscope if you like this format. So I'm drinking out of my Loves mugs today because as soon as you join me on Periscope, you become a Love. And as soon as you tap the screen one time and give me a heart, you become a Love. Hashtag Loves. Hi to my Loves out there. So anyway, so today we're going to be trying out some products that I have not tried yet, some products that I've wanted to try, that I'm excited to try. There's also some things that I've already tried in here because I don't have new of every single type of makeup product, but I thought we could get ready together and kind of make some choices together, kind of like I do on Periscope. So let's go ahead and get started with that. And if you're joining me on the replay, thanks for being here. And I am going to take just a minute to say hello to the people that are here, also known as the collective brain of makeup awesomeness hanging out over there in the live chat. You are also part of the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, in that down in the comments below, anything you'd like to contribute is part of the collective brain. We can all learn from each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to the top of the chat and just say hello to the first people that were here. Hello to Fizzy Pop and Seven Reese and Nikki and Monica and Krista and Krista at mymonthlyobsessions.com, and Steph is here, and Julie, and Krista says she misses my Take Me to the Edge and Back song. I was so tired of that song. Oh my gosh. I know you guys some of you probably weren't tired of it, but I've listened to that thing hundreds and hundreds of times with passion. I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take it. It was driving me crazy. So I still keep it at the end of the videos, but oh my gosh, I couldn't take it. I had to switch it up. Hello, Amanda. Good morning. Struggling to get out of bed, but I'm so glad that you're here. Yay. And let's see what else is going on here. Okay, so it's really a conversation that I'm reading between those few people. Leslie's here. Now we've got some more people joining us. Helen and Spring and Stephanie. Oh, she said it's not showing up in her subscriptions, that she had to go to my channel to find it. Oh no. Well, hopefully people will find us eventually. I hope. And good morning to everybody else that I didn't have a chance to say good morning to. We're going to go ahead and start getting ready now. This is and I'm just having a regular day. So I thought this would be good because, you know, I mean, sometimes people just need new, fresh ideas for their everyday makeup look, and this is kind of what I want to do today. And we'll talk about what I'm going to be doing as I do it. And you guys can have input. If you're in the live chat, you have input into what I'm using. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is the Napoleon Paradis Autopilot Pre-Foundation Skin Primer. My friend Lily sent this to me, my friend Lily Spurgeon on YouTube. And I really like this for a foundation primer on days that I feel like I need more hydration. It's very moisturizing foundation primer, and I do rub it all over my face. It's just, you know, sometimes we pat, sometimes we rub. I feel like with moisturizing primers, I feel like I want to rub it in like a moisturizer. With silicone primers, I know you're supposed to pat it into your pores, but, you know. Stephanie A says, glad it's still happening and I found it. I'm glad you found it too. I don't know what's going on with that. It's so weird. Helen says she posted in the What's Up in Makeup Facebook group. If you're not a member of the Facebook group and you like Facebook, it's groups/What's Up in Makeup is the whole thing. Yeah, and Beauty Beholder says she always goes to the channel. Oh, Tabitha's here. Hello, Tabitha. All right, Tabitha is my production manager. She's amazing. She helps me get my script together. She kind of reins all of the reporters and gets it all organized for me so that I can film, which is something I used to do myself, and it takes forever. So she jumped in and she helps me with that. She also does whatsupinmakeup.com. She helps me with that as well. So she's amazing, Tabitha. Liz says, Jen, for some reason it didn't show up on your subscription yet. I don't know what's happening. Hopefully people will find us. I did put, I did it the same way I always do it, and I also put a link underneath What's Up in Makeup in the description, so hopefully people will find it. All right, Helen's like, yay for the Facebook page. Helen's my Facebook queen. So I've got my Facebook, I've got my Facebook primer on. What? Okay, I've got a couple of different things, and I'm debating what I want to show you. So I got this. This is the Miraness Flawless Revolution Anti-Aging 3-in-1 24-hour skin perfector and SPF 15. The problem with this is I got it too dark. It's really dark, so I don't think I'm going to be able to use it. See, it's got like this little swirly guy here, and that looks like it might be my skin tone, but then when I pump it out, it is way too dark. I think I'm going to have to wait and save this one. I'm going to have to save it. It makes me sad. It's like almost there. It's almost there. It's really full coverage though. Miraness, if you don't know, is an Australian makeup brand. And they make really good stuff, and nobody really talks about Miraness. Actually, that's not too terrible. I don't know. This is, yep. No, 30 grams. This was one. Did I say 30 milliliters? I don't know. I don't think I did. Someone said something about 30 milliliters. It's it says it's a 3-in-1 24-hour skin perfecting SPF 15. It's 1 ounce. It's 1 ounce. But I also have this product that I've been using a little bit on Periscope that I wanted to show you. I got this on HauteLook, and I was a little disappointed in it because what it showed on HauteLook was 3 of these, and I got 3 of these little pans like this. I was like, what? And they're already starting to dry out a little bit. I am keeping it in the cellophane like they've said to, but it's already starting to dry out. So I think I'm just going to use the highlighter out of here. But I do need to use this before it completely dries out. They give you this little teeny tiny baby sponge. Put it on. But I did really like the product when I used it. So when this does come back on HauteLook, I am going to be buying a full size of the vanilla shade of this from Miraness. Oh, you know what I wanted to use that I forgot? I already spaced. It's funny how, 10 minutes ago I had an idea, and then Nikki, I already flipped them over. I've already accessed that that trick, and yeah, we're starting to run out of product here. I already forgot. I wanted to show you. This is the Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. I thought I could use that and see what happens as far as it being a tinted moisturizer, and see if I need more coverage. And if I do need more coverage, then I'll put it on. If I don't, I won't. I figured I would try the vanilla shade or the natural shade. No, we're going to go with natural. Usually I can go with the vanilla, but I think we're going to go with natural today because it looks better. Oh, nice, Amanda. She said, I was excited for this type of chat. I was thinking last night that doing one on all new drugstore makeup would be fun. Yeah, and I have a ton of it. I just got a big order from Milani. We're going to be playing with some of the products that I got from Milani. I also got some indie stuff. I got some stuff from Geek Chic Cosmetics. We're going to be playing with eyeshadows from there. I also got this Milani eyeshadow palette. We're going to be playing with that a little bit. All right, I got to flip back over. I was talking to people in the chat, but I have to flip back over to my screen so that I can see myself. You know what? I can make this screen a little smaller so I can see the chat and myself at the same time. All right, so let's see what happens with this. Again, this is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue in Natural, number 5. And I know the camera quality isn't as good as my typical videos, but this is my webcam, and it's supposed to be high definition, so I'm hoping that it actually is. This actually looks like a very nice shade for me. It might be a tad bit dark, but I think we're going to go with it. Be fine. And we're going to use the Beauty Blender. Not the Beauty Blender. The Real Technique sponge. It's basically a Beauty Blender, but for $7. We're going to bounce that on. It took me a long time to accept that I need to bounce on this product. Because it takes longer to bounce. And it's annoying to keep hitting myself in the face. I really hate it. Oh yeah, everybody's excited about the Milani. Maybe use a darker shade primer to make the foundation work better. Maybe. That's a good idea. I think we're going to be good though. I think we'll be all right. All right, so that is a very nice coverage. I might just let that be. It's definitely a light coverage, but that's what I like. I don't like a full coverage. Full coverage looks weird on me. It makes me look like I have a mask on, like I'm a doll or something. It's just not the look I like. I like to look more natural. I like that not flawless, but I like that natural look. Hold on, let me get a little closer. See if I can get a little closer without it blurring. Hopefully you can see it. I feel like I'm blown out. Let me turn this light off for a second and see if that helps. Nope, didn't help. I don't know if it helped, but I do like it. I'm gonna turn the light back on. Here, Liv, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get my mirror. I have a little tiny mirror. What did I do with it? I gotta find it. What did I do with my little mirror? Hold on. I don't know. I don't know what I did with that. I lost my little mirror. Well, that's unfortunate. I usually look at my little mirror to see how I'm doing. Maybe I can find like a palette with a mirror in it. Here, I'll just use this one so I can really see. You know what we're going to do? We're going to cheat. Because I really like this, I don't want to do too much more. Well, I don't know. I like, yeah, I'm a big light coverage fan. I see somebody up in the chat saying Beauty Beholder says I like light coverage too, or else my dry skin gets patchy. Yeah. What I'm going to do to kind of make up for it, because it is a little light, I'm going to use the Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation in light medium. This is a really nice powder foundation if you just want to step up your game just a little bit in the coverage, but you don't want to go overboard. It also saves you a step with the powder, so that's really nice, and it smells like chocolate. Like, I'm really happy with this purchase. I got this a while back, but I really like it a lot. It's just if you like the smell of chocolate, it's a great way to start your day with the smell of chocolate. If you have the chocolate bar palette, you know what I'm talking about. This smells exactly like the chocolate bar palette. It's got that exact same scent. It's really nice. And I like to pat this on too, because I feel like it helps to push it into my skin rather than brushing it away. When I brush, I feel like sometimes I kind of undo my foundation or my tinted moisturizer or whatever, and I don't want to do that. I want it to be on my skin, not brushed over my skin. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be in there. Let's see. Terry Lee says your makeup for what's on makeup was on point, matched your shirt perfectly, and brought out your lid color. Oh, thank you so much, Terry Lee. And you know what's fun, Terry Lee, and you know this, is that when I get ready on Periscope, I get the opinions of all these people. So it's not just me coming up with the looks; it's everybody on Periscope that helps me come up with the looks. So I really have an unfair advantage in getting ready, in that I've got at least 50 people that are putting in their 2 cents into what I should be doing on my face. So it really helps a lot. It helps a lot. All right, so I wanted to show this to you, even though I'm not very excited about this. And thank you very much, Terry Lee. That was really sweet. This I'm not very excited about. I don't really like it very much, but I wanted to show it to you anyway, just because it's new. This is a Milani Eye Tech Define 2-in-1 Brow and Eyeliner Felt Tip Pen. I am going to use the eyeliner too, but this brow thing, like, I don't know how many marker brow products you've used, but for me, I've never used a marker on my brows, and this is a marker, like, no joke, a marker. Let me show you. It looks like a marker. It goes on like a marker. It's a marker. Like, it's really weird. It's really, really weird. Where'd my palette go? Oh my goodness. I feel like I am so out of it. It's because I haven't gotten much sleep lately, but that's a whole nother story. So we're going to go ahead and do the brows with this, just so you can see how it goes on. I feel like with a spoolie, it kind of helps with the spoolie, but because it's not a powder product, it's a liquid, it's a marker product. So it doesn't really work as well with a spoolie. So I don't know. Yeah, Kanisha says, I don't understand why the live chat didn't show up in her subscription. YouTube didn't notify her. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that either. And everybody's saying the same thing, Kanisha. It's not just you, hon. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try this. And you can see it does fill in my brows. It works. It's also a little bit too light for my skin tone. Not my skin tone, for my hair color. It's a little reddish. It's kind of got a red tone. And this is the dark brown shade. So if you have hair that's my color or darker, this isn't going to be dark enough for you. It does give quite a natural look in that it's not looking like Instagram brows like I thought that it would, but I think that has to do with the shade, that the shade is quite light. So let me see. You can see the difference between my eyebrows. So, I mean, it does work. It's just, it's definitely not my favorite format here. Go ahead and do this side. And I'm making sure not to go too low here, because that's really important. And I'm just really just trying to stick with my natural brow shape. I do go to the Benefit Brow Bar at Ulta to get my eyebrows done about once every month and a half, 2 months. That's as often as I need to go because they take such care there. When I went to other places, I would be going like every 3 weeks to a month, and it was $10. And now I go every month to 2 months, and it's $20. So for me, it's totally worth it, even though it's like really expensive. I feel like it's totally worth it because it lasts so much longer for me. So there's my brows. Who is that? KG says, I'm really enjoying the micro brow from NYX in Auburn right now. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. I need to switch my shade though. I actually gave mine away because it was too light. I need to get one that's darker. But when I did use it, even though it was too light, I did like the formula a lot. Julie says she thinks that the eyebrow looks good. And KJ says I ordered my lipstick. I don't know what she's talking to somebody else about lipstick. I missed the train, so I'm going to stop talking about that one. Missed the train of thought on that one. Amanda says she got the NYX tinted brow gel yesterday, and so far she really likes it. And then Nancy says, I agree, Jen. They know they are doing it. They know. Yep. I think that's what she said. It kind of went up really quickly. They know what they are doing at Benefit. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Vicky says markers and brows are not something I want to try. Yeah, it's very weird. And what happened was when I went on Milani's website, I knew I wanted to order a bunch of stuff. I'm doing a sponsored video for Harvey Prince. They have a new subscription box coming out, and it's a sponsored video. So I was like, okay, well, I want to take the money that they gave me, and I want to reinvest it in the channel. So I ended up spending it on Milani stuff. So they have like a kit on Milani. It's $50, and you get a bunch of stuff. You'll be able to see if you go on Milani's website the different kits. So that's why I got it. I probably wouldn't have gotten it if it weren't for that it came in the kit. I have to make sure I don't lose it. I'm looking around frantically because I want to make sure I don't lose it because oh, here it is, because I want to use the eyeliner side. Now I'm going to spoolie a little bit, but this is really not doing anything with the product. It's more just evening out my brows. And I think what I'm going to do, since this is a little bit weak as far as the how it's filling in my brows, I'm going to use the Maybelline Brow Drama over top of it to kind of give me a little bit more color. Vicky's like, Sharpie brows. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what's happening here is Sharpie brows. It's exactly what's happening. All right. So this product, this Maybelline Brow Drama, I kind of like it. This ball is ginormous. You can see how big it is. So if you have small brows, this is really difficult to work with. Like, it's difficult for me to work with. My brows aren't super small. It works nicely, but it does tend to clump a little bit. So just be careful of that you want to kind of, if you either spoolie it out or rub it out with your finger after you use it. And it's definitely not like a full coverage kind of thing. So you want to make sure you use some kind of powder or pencil or something with it. It's more of a brow gel than something that will actually fill in my brows. It's okay though. It's okay. Tabitha says, Harvey Prince makes fragrances? Yes. Oh my gosh. The reason why I accepted the sponsorship for it is because I knew I was going to love it. Harvey Prince's Hello is one of my signature scents. I absolutely love it. I ran out of my one roller ball that I had of it, and now they've sent me a few more roller balls of some other scents that they have recently come out with. And I'm very excited to share them with you, just to show you that it exists. It's very, very nice. I'm really liking it. I think I'll give you a full review once I get into the video, but yes. Jen, could you do a close-up of the brow after the marker? Well, I can show you. Let me see. Pull it up here. And that's after the brow gel, though. Is it focusing? Let me make sure that all this out here. Cover up the background. Make sure it's focusing. There we go. So see how it's not like totally filled in? I can put a little bit more so you can see. Hold on, that's not the right side. That's the eyeliner side. Look at that. I'm about to put some black eyeliner right there. Harvey Prince is reasonable for perfume. See how it's like, what is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. It's not like, I gotta blur out, get rid of my background there because my background's blurring it. See, that's like not, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. This is definitely not my favorite product on the planet. I wish the end of the spoolie were smaller on the brow drama. Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree. I see what their logic was with the little ball. It's super cute, but doesn't really work. All right, for eyelid primer today, we need to keep going. Oh, thank you, Amanda. And I got my eyebrows done, what, like 2 weeks ago, something like that, and they're still looking good, where they would look haggard if I had gotten them done at the nail salon where I normally get them done. This is the e.l.f. eyelid primer. I think this is running out. Let's see. Yeah, agreed. You don't blend the marker. That's the problem, is you have to blend. I blend it with my fingertips before it dries, but once it dries, forget it. It's done. It's just not a very functional product for me. I don't really enjoy it. All right. Blending in my my e.l.f. eyelid primer. The e.l.f. eyelid primer is very, very good. I don't feel like it's as effective as my high-end ones, but man, it's close. It's good enough. Like for the price difference, if you're on a budget, it's good enough. You know, do you really need that extra hour of wear? If you don't, just get the e.l.f. All right. Put that away. Okay. So now for eyeshadow today, I thought I would use this kind of as a supplemental palette and then go with some of these over here. Now, the shirt I'm wearing is similar in tone to the shirt I was wearing for What's Up in Makeup, but I really want to use the shade. This is called Luck Dragon, and it's by Geek Chic Cosmetics, and I'm so excited about the shade. It's like a glittery pink. I don't know. It doesn't match. It doesn't match. Maybe we can make it match. Maybe we can play with other colors and make it match. You know what? We can't make it match. I don't think it's going to work. Mrs. RW411 says, what was the gold color on your eyes? The gold color on my eyes this week was Geek Chic Cosmetics, and this is the Mockingjay shade. That was what was all over my eyes. If you want to know all of the makeup that was on my face, if you go to whatsupinmakeup.com, actually I'm not sure if it's on there, Tabitha, right now, but usually I have a what's on my face video that'll tell you everything I wore on my face that week. I checked it right before I went live and I didn't see it on there, so hopefully it'll be on there within the next hour or two. All right. Yes, Mockingjay. That's what I said, right? I said Mockingjay. Yes. Yes, Mockingjay. Oh, Lily's here. My friend Lily Spurgeon. I was just talking about you because I used my Napoleon Paradis face primer. Okay. So you know what? I'm going to switch it up, and instead we're going to use this green. This is called Righteous Man, and this is still Geek Chic Cosmetics. This is from their Supernatural collection. If you don't know, I'm a huge Supernatural fan. Huge. I love me some Dean. I'm like addicted. Oh my gosh. And then maybe we'll use a little bit of King of Hell. Here's King of Hell. It's like a gray. And then I also have Angel of Thursday, which is like a light silvery kind of glittery shade. You know what we're going to do? This is what we're going to do. This is the plan. We'll use Angel of Thursday all over the lid, and then we'll play with the other colors as like accent colors. And then I'll use the Milani to I have the Harry Potter one. We use the Milani as like a crease color and stuff to balance it out with some matte shades. This one I got was Mischief Managed, and this one is like a brown with some like green glitters in it. I don't know if you can see that. Probably can't see that very well, but oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Geek Chic Cosmetics is so fun, and this is my first order I've ever gotten from them, and I ordered it. Hashtag not sponsored. It's my money. Hashtag not sponsored. I just always wanted to try their stuff. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. So fun. They have a Lord of the Rings collection. They used to have a whole Never Ending Story collection. They used to have a Princess Bride collection. And now all they have left is Luck Dragon from the Never Ending Story collection. So this one here is, what did I say, Angel of Thursday. This is the Castiel color. And I'm just going to pat that on the center to the inner corner. And I am not a tutorial person, just as like a disclaimer. I am not a makeup artist. I am a mom that started making YouTube videos. Like, I don't expect pro work here. This is not pro work. This is me doing what works for me. Okay. And it may work for you, so that's a good thing. Okay, so that is Angel of Thursday. Yes, there you go, Steph. That is so smart. Steph A is on the same wavelength as my other Steph. She says, Jen, you should collab with a company to make a lipstick and call it hashtag not sponsored. That is genius. That is genius. All right, we're going to go into this one, which is called Righteous Man, which I think is named after their father on Supernatural. And we're going to pop that in the outer corner, like outer third over to the side. It's funny because my other Stephanie, the one that's the moderator here, she's the one who got me saying hashtag not sponsored. It's like her thing. And the thing about these live chats and when I do things on Periscope is I get to know people, you know, and it's fun to be part of a community where I really feel like people that I talk to on here are truly my friends. And it's fun. It's really fun. I'm really liking this so far. I want to kind of blend this up a little bit into the crease, but I am going to use a little bit of a transition color in just a second from the Milani. Okay, can you guys see? Hopefully you can see. Good morning, Deanna. Deanna's another pair of love. I don't know if you guys can see. Block out. I'm going to go like this to block out the background. That's how we're doing so far. Hopefully you guys can see. They are glittery. They're definitely glittery. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a little swatch for you because I think in the swatch you'll be able to see the glitter better. And I did do swatches on, I know I keep talking about Periscope. I apologize if that's annoying. But I did do swatches on Periscope. You can see the glitter there. That's Righteous Man. There you go. You can really see it. Yay, that makes me happy that you can really see it. There's Righteous Man. And then I'll swatch Angel of Thursday for you. But not all of the Geek Chic cosmetics are glittery. I tried to pick shades that were unique and also because they're supernatural. So there's Angel of Thursday right there. So there's Righteous Man. There's Angel of Thursday. And then we'll do, let me wipe my fingers off. Okay, so Fizzy Pop says, can you do a shout out for me? Remind Heliana to come to the next chat. Oh yes, that's your friend. Heliana, come to the next chat. Heliana, is that what her name is? Heliana? I thought it was something different. All right, Ashley, late but you're here. I'm happy you're here. That's okay. And then this one's called King of Hell. We'll play with this one in just a minute, but I want to swatch it on my hand for you. The Angel of Thursday one isn't as opaque. There is King of Hell. You can see the glitter in there. And that's Angel of Thursday and Righteous Man. So those are the ones we're playing with today. Jen is here. I'm so glad you're here. All right. Terry Lee says she just uploaded 2 new videos. Terry Lee Nifty and Thrifty on YouTube. Yay for Terry Lee. Love me some Terry Lee. Terry Lee and I are working on doing a collaboration with a brush company that she loves. And I can't remember what it's called right now. But we're working on that. Me and Terry Lee collaborating. I also have a collaboration coming up with Melissa from Mel MPHS. Melissa Autry. Terry Lee, what's the name of that brush brand we're collaborating on? I can't remember. It's a brush brand that she loves. Okay, so we're going to do the Milani right here. And I'm just going to use that as a crease color, just as a transition. And there's been a lot of discussion on the Beauty Junkies. Thank you so much, Beauty Junkies brushes. And I don't know, do you guys have experience with Beauty Junkie brushes? I'm just going to put this up in the crease just to kind of blend things in a little bit. Now, there's been a lot of discussion on the Facebook page of the purpose of transition shades, and it's really just to create a shadow. It's kind of like contouring. You're contouring your eyes. So when you have that shadow in your crease, you're making your eyelid pop, and that's kind of the purpose of it. So anything you put over top of it is just going to be a tad bit deeper, which will make everything pop a little bit more. So that's the purpose of it. So yes. Yes, there is a Sailor Moon collection on GeekChicCosmetics.com. Yes, there is. There's a lot of things over there. You should totally check it out. And again, hashtag not sponsored. They have no idea who I am. All right, we're going to go to King of Hell, and we're going to pop that as like a detailing kind of shade. And I hate to say how much I love this brush, but this is the Sigma E30 brush. And again, they did not send this to me. I bought this at full price. I might have used a coupon code somewhere, but I pretty much bought this at full price. I think I found a coupon code. RetailMeNot.com is amazing for coupon codes. So every day when I do my eyeshadow, I do it pretty much the exact same way. I start off with a shade that is similar to my skin tone as far as deepness. Then I darken up my outer corner. And that's pretty much what I do every single day. It's just with different colors. So I just follow the same pattern with different shades. So for you, if you're having trouble with your eyeshadow, you just need to find a pattern of how you like your eyeshadows with light and dark. Once you figure out how you like to apply it, you can use any combination of colors that you like. You just have to go with the tone. Stop thinking about the shades and start thinking about the tone. Because like for me, I know a lot of these beauty gurus on YouTube like to use dark colors on the lid. I never use dark colors on the lid because I feel like it puts that in shadow, and I don't want to put my lid in shadow. I want my lid to pop. I want it to stick out, so I do light on my lid always. Krista says transition shades also help make a gradient effect so it doesn't go from super dark crease shade to nothing. Exactly, Krista. Thank you for adding that on. I appreciate you. Yes, and then Nikki says you should use a shade closest to your eyelid color first. Exactly. But it doesn't have to be your actual, like an actual skin tone-y kind of color. It can be something that is in tone the same as your eyelid color. So for example, if I'm looking at this Revlon palette, all over my lid, I'm going to look for a shade that's the closest to my natural skin tone. So I can use this one. Ones that I would use all over my lid would be this one, probably, or this one, maybe this one. But like these are kind of light. So really my best lid shades are going to be probably these two here because they're closest in tone. I would never use these up here all over my lid because they're going to put my lid in shadow. And then these here, if I want to go for a lighter look, I can use kind of these all over my lid. But I mostly would use these two here for lid colors, for me personally. But then when you have a deeper skin tone, of course, you're going to go deeper. Jenna, this starts at 10 a.m. Eastern time is when this starts. All right, it's 10:32. I got to keep rolling. All right, now, and as far as these shadows, I feel like they're not as pigmented as I thought they were going to be. Especially this one, this Righteous Man one, I feel like you can't even see it. I'm going to try to pack on a little bit more, and hopefully we'll be able to see it more, because I really want to see this green, and I can't see it. That's bothering me. All right, let's try this again. We're going to pack it over here just a little bit more. There we go. That's a little bit better. But I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on the camera. I can see it in this mirror, but I mean, these shades are really muddying together, and it's not making me happy at all. And I'm just patting that right there. There you go. Okay, and now I'm going to go back into, did that just blur out? I'm sorry. Probably focused it on the cover of the palette. I'm going to try to watch that for next time. Hi, Amy. How you doing, girlfriend? I just saw my friend Amy's here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with Angel of Thursday and see if I can brighten this up a little bit. We might have to use some kind of poppy because this is not popping the way I want it to. All right. Oh, that's better. It's popping now. And then we're just going to need to blend that a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to get, to finish up the eye look, I'm going to get a fluffy blush. I do that when I film What's Up in Makeup all the time. I accidentally say blush instead of brush and brush instead of blush all the time. Just kind of blend that out just to make sure that it's blended. Yeah. I think that's a piece that a lot of people miss. When I see people with eyeshadow, when they've used more than one color, they forget to use the blending brush at the end, and it's critical to really blend out where you've transitioned from one shade to another. It really makes a big difference in your eye look. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of this Milani shadow, this one over on the side, just as a brow bone highlight. Let me see if I'm missing anything over in the chat. Ebeth says, did we ever hear who Tati decided to collab with? I was wishing so hard for Jen. You know what? Who was it? Somebody that I talked to on here, and I can't remember who, and I feel really bad that I can't remember, said that they talked to her at Generation Beauty, and she said she hasn't picked anybody yet because she's been so busy, but she's still working on it. So we'll see what happens. There's a lot of good people that can do it. So as long as she picks somebody cool, that's what I care about. So I'm going to just start over here because I'm scared. I don't want it to be too poppy on my brow bone because I feel like it can be a little too much. And I'm going to focus really underneath the brow bone, like underneath my eyebrow, instead of focusing like down here, just to give that pop under the eyebrow, right in the middle there. And now that I've got this open, I see the shade Combust. I need a little bit more matte going on over here. I had it open and I thought, you know what? I really need that shade. It's right here, Combust. It's very nice. Just to kind of blend that out. All right, and the eye look is finished. We got to move on. We got to move on, girlfriend. Yeah, Tati was in Paris last week, Helen says. That is true. Girlfriend is busy. She is busy. All right. Good morning, Heather. How are you? All right. Yes. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the Milani Eye Tech Define 2-in-1 Brow Eye Definer Pen. We're going to use the liner side. Now, one thing I learned about this, I did use this for the first time this week, is when I winged it out, like within an hour of me being at work, my friend Mary Lynn came up to me and she was like, Jen, you have black all over the side of your face. I was like, wow, sorry, I'm testing a new eyeliner. Thank you for telling me, because it was bad. It was horrible. So I'm never going to wing this out ever again with this liner. And that's okay, because you don't need a wing every day. You don't need a wing every day. It doesn't have to happen every day. You don't have to use every single product every single day. You know, you have to do what makes you happy and what makes you comfortable. And the point on this thing is so good. So good. It is so fine and it bends perfectly, because some tips are too soft and some tips are too hard. And this one's just perfect. Sorry if it's going in and out of focus. Steph says, it don't mean a thing if you ain't got, ooh, that, my voice cracked. Let me try that again. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that wing. Do-ah, 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 do-ah. I was never meant to be a singer. Never, ever. But it's so fun. You know, you should do what makes you happy. And even though I don't sing well, it makes me happy. And it seems to make my friends happy when I sing. So I sing. All right. I'm trying to do this. This isn't the way I typically, like all this crossover business I've got going on. It's not the way I typically do this, but because I am doing this live, I can't do it the way I normally do it, which is up close. Normally I would go up to my mirror like this and put it on like this, but I can't see it in the screen right now. Thanks for the time check, Helen. Appreciate it. Yes, when I put my eyeshadow up in the crease, I go, up in the crease. That's the song. That's the jam. All right, let me make sure I'm even here now that this is done. Let me get a little closer. How we looking? How we looking? Little tiny wing, little baby wing. If you're scared of doing a wing, this is the kind of wing you can start off with. Just extend it the tiniest little bit. The tiniest little bit, and that's the way you get going doing a wing. Just do the littlest, tiniest little triangle off the edge of your eyelid, and then go a little further the next time, and a little further the next time, until you get comfortable, you know? Oh, Terry Lee is saying, when I was on Periscope, I know this is like the Periscope chat, that we sang, I did a story time with my son, my 4-year-old, and we did Maurice Sendak books, and we did, one was Johnny, and we did Pierre, and I sang the books to him. All right. Kaylee is here. Hello. Get Fit with Kaylee on Periscope. Yes, my friend Kaylee. All right, one thing I did want to show you, because I meant to put this in my monthly favorites, is the Benefit Tinted Primer, the Dare Real Tinted Primer, because it wasn't going to be in the top. It was going to be somewhere in the middle, because I think it's kind of mediocre. But I just want to show you, because this is a pretty new product, and I haven't showed this anywhere else. So there you go. That's how it looks. It's got the little pokies at the end, like the mascara. And it is pretty soft to go on, which is very nice. It is... Let's see. It's very soft to go on. It doesn't make your eyelashes feel crunchy. And if you want just a very natural tint to your eyelashes, it's perfect. Now, as far as its ability to add awesomeness to your mascara, doesn't really do a whole lot. It's okay. I definitely like my Lancome Sills Booster XL much, much better. But It's very nice. I mean, you can tell the difference. Let me see if I can get a little close. See if you can see the difference between my lashes. So this side has it with and without. So it's very natural. So if you just look like seriously no makeup and you just want your eyelashes tinted, this will give you the tiniest bit of length, just the tiniest bit, which is very nice. Hello, Lisa. All right, let's go on this side. Benefit. I wish Benefit would do more products. I feel like they just keep reinventing the same old products over and over again and releasing kits of the same products over and over again. I mean, they released some new products like this one, but it's still like, there's nothing like innovative, you know, that's like new, like, yes. You know, I'm waiting for Benefit to have their big bang. I feel like they just haven't had it yet. Their packaging is so stinking super cute. Yeah, Steph says Benefit bores me to no end. I mean, it's like I want them to be amazing, and I feel like they can be amazing. They just need more oomph and pizzazz. Like they need a new thing. I don't know what that new thing is, but if they paid me, I would think about it. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. No, Benefit has no interest in me at all. All right, we're going to do the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Luscious Mascara. We're going to do that over top. You know, like get like, you know, I know they're good tight with Manny and Patrick. Maybe Manny and Patrick could help them come up with something cool, you know? Maybe. They enlisted the right people to come up with like awesome ideas. And they need to steal some of these drugstore formulas. Because these drugstore formulas are better than the high-end formulas. All right. How are we looking? Pretty good, pretty good. And then who is that? Monica says, I wish Benefit would put more product in their products. I like they're all tiny. Yeah, they do have a lot of tinies. Gimme Brow. Lisa says she loves the Gimme Brow. I like the Gimme Brow. I don't love the Gimme Brow, but I like it. Amanda says she finally bought her first Urban Decay products. That's cool. Hopefully you like them. I had to walk past the Gwen Stefani blush palette and go, no, I am not looking at it. I'm not swatching it. I'm not going near it because I don't need it. I want it so bad. But at some point, you just have to say no. I'm not doing it. But I do want it really bad. All right, look at that. Oh my gosh. So this is one coat with the Benefit. Let me see if you can see. Hopefully you guys can see it because it looks really washed out to me over here. Shannon says she loves Coralista. Lisa says, are you going to Scope today? Probably not. I will probably not be on Periscope today. I might start doing a little bit of Snapchat though, because I feel like I'm missing a boat on Snapchat. I feel like I need to do more Snapchatting. I'm JenLuvsReviews on there. I have very little content on there. Like I've done just the tiniest bit, but I want to do more on Snapchat. There's just so many people on Snapchat and I need to not fight it and just do it. Just do it. All right. Mascara's done. I just want to do a little tad bit more on there, but probably no Periscope today. This is kind of my Periscope for the day because it's just like what I do on Periscope. All right, so we've got 17 minutes left. We need to get rocking here. Krista says, yes, the Snapchat. I need to. So if you're not following me on Snapchat, know that the Snapchat content is going to be increasing soon. Who is that? Oh, Tanami says Benefit used to make an awesome zit concealer. They don't make it anymore? Oh, no. Sarah says she loves the Rockateur blush, which I've swatched, but I don't own it. Krista says she needs to start doing Snapchat too. And Helen says, one thing about Snapchat is you can use it when you can and not be so time sensitive. Yes, and that's what I like about it. So I'm really looking forward to using it more. All right, so another thing. Hi, Gina. Yep, you're pretty late. That's okay. We got 15 minutes left, Gina. You're not too late. My friend Gina. Hi, Gina. Mwah. All right. Too Faced Little Black Book of Bronzers. I found this at my local Nordstrom rack for $25. I had to get it. I had to get it. Had to get it. So Yes. Oh my gosh. The reason why I had to get this is because I felt like I wanted this for comparison. So then I had these so that I could, if I consider like a drugstore bronzer, I could say this is a dupe for the dark chocolate Soleil bronzer. You know what I mean? Which I didn't own chocolate. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Pink Leopard, which I am in love with. I never would have bought this in a million years, never. And we're gonna put that right there, just all over the blush area. I never would have bought this, and I love the shade, and the lasting power is so good. So good. So if you can find this at your Nordstrom rack, oh my gosh, I've never even seen Too Faced at Nordstrom rack. I didn't even know that Nordstrom sold Too Faced. Like, where did this even come from? Like, what? Oh, Amanda said she finally got the notification. Oh no. Oh no. Notifications finally went out. That makes me sad. YouTube fail. YouTube fail. All right, so that's the bronzer we're using. For contour, I really want to show you in action, because I talk about it all the time, the e.l.f. contour palette. I want to show it to you in action because this thing is so good. So good. $6 on e.l.f.'s website. I'm going to use this Eve Pearl fan brush, but you can use any kind of contour brush. I don't feel like you have to use some kind of fancy schmancy brush. Put a good bit of product on there. Okay, oh, there's a mirror in here. I forgot. Ooh, yay. Okay, and we're going to just kind of go right to the top of the ear, and we're going to go down to the corner of the mouth, but focusing most of the product closer to the ear. Can you guys see that? Because for an everyday look, I don't put a ton of contour on. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if you can, because I can't see it. It doesn't look like I can see it, like that you guys can see it, because I don't know. I think it's the webcam. But I'm focusing the product back toward the ear. I think that's where a lot of people mess up on contour, where I used to mess up on contour, was focusing the product evenly throughout, but you really want to focus closer to the ear. I don't know if you guys can see, but this thing is amazing. It's so good. I feel like I'm washed out. Maybe if I move it back a little bit, you can see it right there. I feel like I need to overdo it a little bit just so you can see it. But this is totally worth the $6 purchase. Totally worth it. And don't feel like you need to over contour for the daytime, you know? All right, so now I'm going to blend it up just a little bit with this Real Techniques brush, just a little bit. And then the leopard really handled my highlight. I don't know if you can see it, but there's definitely a highlight going on. I feel like I want more though. Like maybe I want a little more highlight. I'm a highlight junkie. I love me some highlight, man. Love me some highlight. Like I can pop these cheeks out. I just want them to like bam. Like that's something I will do Instagram worthy, is I will pop my highlight like nobody's business. All right, we're just going to do a little bit of more highlight. We're going to use this. Just came back. I want to show you. If you were looking at this, this sold out on Sephora's website over the holidays, and now it's back at $65. But I really, really feel like it's worth it if you want to invest in some good contouring products. It's really, really nice. The only thing is if these cool shades tend to muddy on you, you're not going to want it. But oh, Ray's here. Hi, Ray. But it's a really nice product, and these eyeshadows are so nice. They're so nice. I'm going to use the Candlelight powder. I'm going to use that same fan brush. I'm going to use the Candlelight powder and put that on the tops of my cheekbones. And that's all I ever highlight. I don't go crazy and do like the crazy highlighting that a lot of people do. I just like pop it on the top of the cheekbones and being done with it. So there you go. So this is everyday calmness. This isn't like for filming. You love my hair. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, let's do lips. Now, this is where we have to make a choice of what we're going to do for lips, because I am terrible at picking my lip color. I'm horrible at it. I'm absolutely horrible at it. So I got all these Amore lip creams, all of these. I got number 1, which is adorable. I got number 25, which is Allure. I got number 26, which is Fling. And I got number 12, which is Loved. And I got number 11, which is Precious. So I need to figure out what shade I'm going to wear today. And I think I'm going to veto this one and this one, because I think I want to go cooler today since my eyeshadow look is cooler. I don't know if you guys can see the shades there. I feel like that's not true to color at all. Hate that they're not true to color. You flip them on their side so you can see. Love for Valentine's Day, you think? Well, let's try it. Well, love, the only thing, love is kind of warm toned, and I wanted to go cool toned. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try Precious and see how it goes. Red for Valentine's Day, but see, then I'm going a little, I don't know. I think I want to do pink for Valentine's Day. I think I want to go pink. I don't know. I'm not feeling the red. And also, I don't wear red on the everyday. I wear pinks on the everyday. So I'm trying to do like a, you know, like what I would wear every day. So I'm going to try this one. And I am not a lip liner person. I do not use lip liners because I'm lazy. I just do that. And thankfully, my lips match up pretty nicely. So I can just kind of go like that and distribute the product. I made a mess over here a little bit. Darn new liquid lipstick. Now, this is, I really like the way that looks, by the way. I think we're looking pretty good. I do think it's a little too pink. It's a little too much. Kind of scaring me a little bit. So we're going to do what I always do when it's a little too much. And I'm going to use Ofra's Angelus. This is my saving lipstick. If you buy nothing else from Ofra for your entire life, Ofra Angelus is amazing. Why am I blurry? Okay. It is so good. So good. And the reason why it's so good is watched. This is what I do. I pop it. Hold on. And then I blend it. And I have instant ombre lips, no matter what. And see, now I feel like that saved my lip color. It's not quite as bright as it would have been. Yes, love it. Now, this is the thing. The Milani liquid lipsticks are so drying on me. I hate the way they feel. I absolutely hate the way they feel. So I'm going to use a lip balm over top. I'm just going to grab a random lip balm and I'm going to throw it over top because I cannot stand the way they feel. And that kind of kills the ombre a little bit, but it's still there. You can see it's still there. The Ofra ones are not drying. They're more of like a moussey texture, but these are very, very drying on me. Like I feel horrible. So I like the way that it looks. The other thing is I always, whenever I look at myself when I'm all finished, I always look at my lower lash line and go, I need a little something, something on my lower lash line. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. I think I'm going to go back into the Righteous Man by Geek Chic, which is the green, and pop that on my lower lash line really quickly. And then our look will be finished, and then we can just hang out for a few minutes. And just, I can swatch things if you want me to swatch things. Like if you know that I own something and you want to see a swatch of it, then I'm open to swatching things for you. Or if you want an opinion on something, I'm just going to look at the chat window and do whatever you guys want to do. Oh, thank you. Astrid says your lips look so good. Thank you so much. Shannon says, I bought Angelus a few weeks ago and it's awesome. All of my 2 dark shades were wearable now. Yay. Oh, I know. It's amazing. I wish that Ofra would market it like that. And I don't know if this is dark enough because on my lower lash line, I feel like I need something a little darker. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop into, nope, I can't. It's not dark enough either. And that's too warm. I can't use that. We're going to go back into the Milani. And I'm going to use this matte brown on the bottom here. And I'm going to mix that in with the black. Don't be afraid of black. Black is just a darkening color. Don't think that you're going to end up with goth eyes if you use some black. It's not a big deal. Beauty Vlogger 101. I did my eyeliner a little bit earlier. The way that I do eyeliner is I stick as close as I can to the upper lash line. And then for a wing, if you're just starting off with a wing, you want to just do a small wing at first. The smallest little wing you can do, and then slowly over time, as you get more comfortable, extend it. There we go. And whenever I do my lower lash line, I only go part way. And that's just a personal preference. I'm not sure, like trending wise, like what the deal is with that, but I don't like my my eyeliner going all the way across. It is way too much. Way too much. So that is the finished look. How we looking? I feel like I need to like spin you around a bit. I'm going to take my webcam off. So excuse me if it's jiggling. I'm going to try to go slow, but I need a different lighting. See, there you go. It's like almost like a GoPro. All right. So that's the finished look. And I can't see myself right now. All I can see is the camera lens. but I wanted to show a different angle in the light so you can see how it's looking as far as the eye look. And again, I am not a makeup artist. This is just me being a mom and a teacher playing with makeup. So, you know, that's how it ended up looking. And I like it. I think it came out pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to spin you back around. I don't want to make anybody sick. And I'm going to clip you back on. There we go. Okay. All right. So I'm very happy with this look. I think it came out great. Thank you for getting ready with me. We've got 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I'm going to show you a little bit of my room. So right there, you see that chair? That's where I film What's Up in Makeup. So that chair right there, and my script is still sitting there from filming. And then there's my light. So I take another light and I set it up, the light that I have over in this corner to light the front here. And I set it up so that it's shining that way. And you recognize over here, this is my stuff for where I film my other videos. So just so, you know, a little bit of background, a little bit. And then this is just mess left over. I still have this sitting out from my my favorites video. So, you know, things sometimes stay out a little longer than they should. So let's see. Gina says, oh, it's the window behind you. It keeps refocusing every time you move, so it's blurry today. Catch you later. Love you. Love you too, Gina. Yeah, that might be it. But I don't have any curtains. There's like nothing that I can do. So, you know, I need to get curtains for that window. Joshua. Hello, Joshua. Welcome to the live chat. Do you like makeup? Because that would be awesome if you did. Beauty Vlogger 101 says, how did you start your channel? I really need subs. Okay, you don't need subs. Don't think about that. Don't think about that. That's the #1 mistake that people make, is they're like, I need more subscribers. No, you don't. No, you don't. You need to put out good content. That's what needs to happen. You need to focus on what you can control. You can't control your number of subscribers. What you can control is your content. So you need to focus on putting out awesome stuff and putting it out consistently. If you put out awesome stuff consistently, the subscribers will come. But you can't control them. You will burn out if you focus on your numbers. Don't do it. That's my #1 advice. Don't do that. Shop Miss A. I saw a question, Shop Miss A. I've never tried anything from Shop Miss A. So the question was, how did I start my channel? How did I start my channel? I got my video camera and I made a video. And it's really just as simple as that when it comes down to it. I mean, YouTube is not something that people can't just do. You know, you just get a video camera and you just go. There's lots of tips and tricks. I've done a few videos on tips and tricks on how to start a YouTube channel and different advice that I have for you. But you know, it's really not difficult to start. What is difficult, like you're saying, is getting an audience, but you just have to just keep going. I remember Melissa Raymond, Melissa Autry, that I'm going to be collaborating with. She gave me great advice in the beginning. I remember talking to her. I had about 1,000 subscribers and she had about 40 maybe. And I had emailed her. It was the first time I'd ever talked to her. And she said, you know, she's like, just give it a year. She's like, give it a year. Let your audience grow naturally. Just push it out for a year and see where you are and reevaluate. And I thought that was really great advice. And I'm so glad that I followed that. You know, that you really you can't expect your channel to blow up instantly with like 3 videos. You can't expect to have more than 20 views within 3 videos. So, you know, you just have to keep going. You can't give up. All right, so I'm going to read some other things. Gina says, I wasn't going to comment again, but yes, Jen, good comment. If you focus on sub, you're not in it for the right reasons and you'll never be happy. It's just, you can't focus on things you can't control. And you really need to think about, can I control this? Yes, I can control it, or no, I can't. If you can control it, then do what you got to do. If you can't control it, you got to let it go. You got to let it go. Nami says she doesn't like Melissa Autry. Aw, I like Melissa. She's a very nice person. She's a really, really nice person. But everyone has their own opinions. Everyone their own opinions, but I love Melissa. Let's see. Beauty Vlogger 101. Okay, I love your advice. I will. Thank you. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Kelly says, I still don't know how you manage to do these shows every Sunday with your kids, hubby, and being a teacher when I taught everything happened on Sunday. And I just have to make time. And doing all this, in your life in general, you make priorities of what's important. And there are certain things that become priorities and certain things that don't. And I have made YouTube a priority. I have decided that that's very important. Now, yesterday, my son said, Mommy, will you play Slamwich with me? And I'm sitting here thinking about how much editing I had to do. And I put my editing down and I played Slamwich with my son because I needed to make that a priority. you know, I mean, you just have to decide what's most important. So number one priority for me is my family. My husband is a huge help. He's taking care of my kids right now. Well, he's taking care of Lila. Him and Lila went to go run together in a park that's not too far from here because Lila is working on running. That's like her new thing, is being a runner. Little John is hanging on the iPad because that's what he loves to do. But after this, little John is getting off the iPad and we're spending time together and we're having a family day. So it's one of those things where, you know, you just have to put in order what in the moment, what's most important, what you have to do. So, you know, KJ says you rock, Jen. You rock, KJ. Love KJ. Amanda says she loves Melissa. She's so fun and energetic. She is very energetic. I'll definitely give her that. Kelly says, I love that you do. I look forward to What's Up in Makeup every week. Thanks so much. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Stephanie says, Lila seems like she's going to be such a, you haven't met my daughter. My daughter she's a very unique person. She's 7 and she acts like she's 15. Like, she's very, very unique. Berlin Dogan says, I love your channel and I love you, but how old are you? Sorry, I was just wondering. You look really young and pretty. Oh, thank you so much. I'm 37 years old, 37 and a half technically. I'll be 38 in June, beginning of June, which I don't feel 37 at all. At all. Tracy says, hey, Jen, how do you feel about the amount of repetition on makeup YouTube channels? It's all the same products, same look, same hauls with the same products. I don't know. I've been really noticing it recently. Okay, this is what you do. If you're noticing the same, you unsubscribe from those people that are doing the same. If you're bored, you unsubscribe. If you're bored with me, feel free to unsubscribe. I don't want anybody subscribed that's bored. You know what I mean? Like, you have to find channels that excite you. And you may circle back to those old channels that you loved once. And another thing I noticed is that the people with the best ideas a lot of times have 100,000 subscribers or less. It's those big channels that I feel like sometimes fall flat. It's not always true. There's definitely some unique content in bigger channels like Tati from Glam Like Brew, for example. I never get bored with her videos, man. I can't. I'd never get bored. She's always got something new. But like, you know, channels like Cassie from Thriftic, a redhead PhD who was here earlier. I don't know if she's still here, but such unique content, you know, just so many really good channels that aren't huge channels but are really rocking the content, and are unique. And there's a lot of unique content out there. It's just finding it. And a lot of people do the same videos over and over again, and don't do anything fresh and new. I try to avoid that. But sometimes people don't like my fresh new content. A lot of people love routine, and they love you know, seeing the same things over and over again, which is totally fine. But, you know, I don't know. I just feel like you have to find channels that you really love, really, really love. Amanda says, Jen, your channel is really my favorite right now. You're just so down to earth and fun to watch. Thank you so much to me, because I do put my heart and soul into this channel, and I feel like it is a representation of me. Krista says Stephanie Nicole is very smart. Very true. Another excellent YouTube channel, especially if you like liquid lipsticks. That girl is your girl. She is your girl. I don't understand. There's a comment that says, I want to learn the way painted cat, please. I don't really know what that means. Sorry. Patriciana, ooh, pretty. ColourPop Ultra Stain swatches on every channel. Yes, because they just sent out all their promo stuff. I saw Andrea Mattiliano's first, and I love her. They just sent out all their promo stuff. I don't get promo stuff from ColourPop. That's why I don't have one. But I would have put one out, though. I'll tell you, if they had sent it to me, I would have put it out. I promise you. It would have been on my channel, too. Kaka says, do you have kids? Yes, I have 2 kids. I have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old. 7-year-old girl, 4-year-old boy. And then 70 says, Jen, you are doing something very unique in terms of growing community. I try really hard, and I think that's really important to me, to have this be a community of people, because on my own, I feel like I'm so much weaker than I am with a group of people. Like, you know that, I think it's a Chinese story where they talk about the stick and then the bundle of sticks. Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure it's a Chinese origin, where, you know, they have the ruler who takes a twig and snaps it and says, this is how you are alone, and then takes a bundle of sticks and tries to break it, and you can't. And that's the way I feel like our community here is that we are a bundle of sticks. Like, together, you can't break us. Like, you can't. We have so much knowledge, and we help each other so much here that it's just, you know, there's no stopping us when we work together. But me by myself, I feel like it's nothing compared to the way that I am with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and go. Let me see. Oh, I just showed you my baby sister your channel, and she won't give my laptop back. That's how amazing you are. Sorry for repeating. I just love you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And Leslie says, I love the community. Jen, you've built a great community of wonderful people. And people are wonderful. That's the thing. People are wonderful. And we have like very few, we like to have no drama, like knock on wood. We have like no drama in our community, like on the What's Up Makeup app, What's Up Makeup Facebook page, What's Up Makeup forum on whatsupmakeup.com. I mean, we have no drama. It's just really nice people. It's awesome. And in the comments here, you know what I mean? Like everybody is just super nice and it's so great. I love it. So I'm just looking forward to our community growing even more. So I'm going to go ahead and go because it is 11:05. We're 5 minutes past. We're 5 minutes past the time, and I want to spend some Valentine's Day time with my family. So, excuse me, hold on a second. Before I say goodbye, I have to cough. Clear out my throat. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. That was a lot of fun getting ready together. I definitely leave some comments down below of some suggestions of things you'd like to see in chat in the future. Definitely make sure that they are ideas of things that we can carry over for a complete hour. The history of makeup was a suggestion made by someone in the community, by KG. So anybody that has any suggestions for that, I would appreciate it because, you know, you go through topics pretty quickly in this chat. So any suggestions, definitely leave those in the comments down below the video once it renders. Sometimes it takes about 10-15 minutes for the video to complete. So definitely wait, if you're in the chat, wait a little bit of time before you put that down there. Happy Valentine's Day. And I am happy to say that you guys are my Valentines. I mean, I've got my other Valentines, but you're my Valentine too. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Mad love to you. And we'll see you in a video soon. Bye. And see you in chat next week, 10 a.m. Same bat time, same bat channel. Have a great week. Bye.